Iran often appears in the news as a country of sanctions, conflicts, nuclear negotiations, and tensions in the Middle East. But if you look deeper, it becomes clear. Iran is not just a country that creates problems in the region. It is a country with one of the longest histories of statehood in the world. A country located at the center of key trade and energy routes. A country with vast resources, a large population, a strong military tradition, and influence far beyond its borders. And the main question of this video is, why is Iran taken seriously? Iran is the heir to one of the oldest civilizations. Iran's history is not the history of a recently formed country. Until 1935, it was widely known as Persia. Persian empires, including the Achaemenid Empire, were among the largest and most influential states of the ancient world. They created deep traditions of governance, bureaucracy, diplomacy, and cultural influence. And this matters. Iran does not see itself as just another country. It sees itself as the heir to a great civilization. This historical identity still shapes its policies today. Geography makes Iran a natural fortress. Iran is located between the Caucasus, Central Asia, South Asia, and the Middle East. It is a vast country with mountains, deserts, and difficult terrain. The Zagros and Alborz mountain ranges have historically made invasions extremely difficult. So Iran is not only in a strategic location, it is also naturally protected. Its geography gives it strategic depth. Conquering a country like this quickly is extremely difficult. Iran is next to one of the most important choke points in the global economy. We're talking about the Strait of Hormuz. A huge portion of the world's oil passes through it. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, in 2024, about 20 million barrels of oil per day moved through the Strait of Hormuz, around 20% of global petroleum consumption. The International Energy Agency also describes it as one of the most critical oil routes in the world, with roughly a quarter of global seaborne oil trade passing through it. That's why any tension involving Iran immediately affects global markets. Even though Iran does not fully control the strait, its location makes it impossible to ignore. Iran has massive energy resources. Iran holds some of the largest oil and gas reserves in the world. Despite sanctions, it remains a major energy player. Reuters reported in 2026 that Iran is one of the largest oil producers in OPEC and has key infrastructure including South Pars, the world's largest gas field, shared with Qatar. This means that while sanctions limit Iran's economy, its resource base remains extremely powerful. Iran is a large country with a large population. Power is not just about the military or natural resources, it's also about people. Iran has a population of around 93 million, with developed cities, universities, engineers, doctors, military professionals, and technical specialists. Yes, the economy faces serious challenges, sanctions, inflation, and trade restrictions, but the population and human capital give Iran the ability to adapt and survive under pressure. Iran has learned to live under sanctions. After the Islamic Revolution in 1979, Iran's relationship with the West changed dramatically. The revolution overthrew the Pahlavi monarchy and established the Islamic Republic. Britannica describes it as a mass uprising in 1978 to 1979 against the Shah, his authoritarian rule, Western influence, and socio-economic problems. Since then, Iran has lived under sanctions and international pressure for decades. Paradoxically, this has made the country more self-reliant in some areas, from defense industries to alternative trade systems. This does not mean sanctions do not hurt Iran. They do, but they have not been able to break the country. Iran survived a devastating war with Iraq. From 1980 to 1988, Iran fought a war with Iraq. It was one of the bloodiest conflicts of the late 20th century. The CIA World Factbook describes it as a brutal and ultimately inconclusive war initiated by Iraq under Saddam Hussein. For Iran, this war became both a national trauma and a turning point. It reinforced the idea that the country cannot rely on external suppliers for defense. That's why Iran invested heavily in developing its own missiles, drones, and military industry. The nuclear issue increases global attention. Iran's nuclear program is one of the key reasons it remains at the center of global politics. It's important to be precise. Iran states that its program is peaceful. However, many countries and international organizations have expressed concerns about uranium enrichment levels and transparency. In 2025, the UN Security Council noted that the IAEA could not confirm the exclusively peaceful nature of Iran's nuclear program. This does not automatically mean Iran has nuclear weapons, but the uncertainty itself makes Iran a more significant global player. So why is Iran powerful? Not because it is the richest country, not because it has the most advanced military, and not because it is unbeatable. Iran is powerful because of a rare combination of factors: a deep historical legacy, strategic geography, massive natural resources, a large population, experience surviving under pressure, a developed missile program, and a regional network of influence. That's why Iran is a country you can criticize, argue with, or sanction, but one you simply cannot ignore. And if we want to understand the modern Middle East, global energy markets, international security, and geopolitics, we need to understand Iran.